agents of these countries, embassies of these imperial countries, also established in Burkina. Let's stay vigilant, because our revolution does not please many people. It's Valéry Locoé and his sub-prefects who are there executing the orders of their masters. Believing they can put an end to our revolution, let them understand that we have taken all the measures. And I say it once again, we will be ruthless and without remorse towards those who think they can stand in the way of the development of our homeland. We will continue our revolution. We will develop our infrastructure, whether in health, education, or road infrastructure. We will develop our industry, transform what we want, and consume what we have transformed. Burkina will shine. Despite those who are still nostalgic for the year 87, I repeat. So stay focused, stay vigilant, set your paths for the coming quarter and for the rest of the year. And we will therefore remain on this path to victory.
Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mambi, and you are very, very welcome. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my queens and kings, thank you so, so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, you are very welcome to stay with us. Normally, I say this at the end, but I'm saying that now in case you haven't watched to the end. Yes, you are waiting. The news you heard, the 1 minute news, is from the president of Burkina Faso. There are rumors going around. I listen to it on France 24. Yes, I do listen to other news. I want to know what is going on. So when I came across this news about kidnapping, arrest, they use two words. Two words that doesn't mean one thing. Kidnapping is different from arrest. Well, our people has given it to them left and right, but I was waiting for our president, and this is what he has to say, not only to those people, but also for the African leaders who do not understand what is going on. Some of them still think that this, what they are doing, is a joke. I will be back, families.
Comrades, good morning. Today is April 1st, which marks the beginning of the second quarter of the year 2025, and of course the end of the first quarter. I suppose that all the office heads, department heads, have been able to review the first quarter and also set goals for the second quarter. In any case, I think that the idea is to sacrifice oneself, to always give the best of oneself for the happiness of our people, and so that our homeland can shine. So I invite everyone to set new goals for the second quarter, to give the best of themselves, both in service and in everyday life, so that our homeland can continue to shine. As for the different fighting forces on the ground, I want to pay tribute to them here for the exceptional work that has been done throughout the past quarter. We have been able to make significant progress on the ground. We have been able to reclaim areas that were under control, terrorist control, 4 or 5 years ago. We have thus been able to liberate these areas. Other areas are currently in the consolidation phase. This is therefore a very significant progress, but also to call upon the other forces in these areas, which are in a relative calm, to remain vigilant and on constant watch. Because the treachery of the enemy means that when we are in a relative calm and let our guard down, we can often take hits. So, it is to invite all those who are in a position of relative security to always remain vigilant and not be caught off guard. And to the other forces, living for the nation, it is to invite all workers to double their efforts so that 2025 is a year crowned with success at all levels. And as for the general populace, I would invite people to be vigilant, because today, more than ever, the stateless, the enemies of the nation, are very active, and you will be able to see it. On the side of the lagoon, they have been gathering for several days. Their objective is to make Burkina Faso relive the events of 1987. We forget, therefore, that times have changed, and we are all on high alert. We are waiting for them firmly, their mercenaries and their actions. And I want to say it, we will be ruthless. They can continue to dream, but Burkina will move forward. And that is why, since Zinyari, the last time, I invite everyone to be very vigilant, not to fall for manipulation. As you can see, their actions boil down to disinformation, manipulation, subversion. Everyone must therefore remain calm with the objective in mind to avoid being misled, because we will also be unsympathetic to those who allow themselves to be manipulated. Only those who are greedy, those who want everything for themselves, can be manipulated by these stateless individuals. Let's stay focused. And if we need to say it loud and clear here, we are not in a democracy. We are indeed in a revolution, progressive, popular. Everyone needs to understand that. And it's even more surprising that those who are supposed to be the intellectuals who went to school. One might imagine that a country can develop in democracy. That's false. When you cite a single country that developed in democracy, it's not possible. Democracy is only the culmination. You inevitably go through a revolution, and we are indeed in a revolution. For those who hadn't understood, we say it again, loud and clear. Everyone needs to internalize this. And our role to communicate, to explain, to make people understand what our revolution is, we will continue to play it. So, this question of democracy or libertinism, of action or expression, has no place. I said it once, as much as you think you are free to speak and act, the other is also free to speak and act. And there, we end up with a society of disorder. And as it happens, it is fitting that we are in the midst of celebrating patriotic days. The theme is indeed order and discipline. We do not make a revolution in disorder. It is impossible an order. We are going to establish order and discipline so that we can progress, because social, economic, political, ideological reforms need order and discipline, and everyone has a role to play in this. So, embrace the revolution, because many people for the past 2 years have boarded the ship out of opportunism. We are surfing on giant waves. We are in the storm. We are facing very strong headwinds. And those people, they will never be able to stay in the boat. Gradually, they will fall into the water and you will see them. But we will continue, because our goal is to find calm waters and be able to navigate. When we leave the storm for calm waters, I think that we will surf without any problem. So, invite everyone to be vigilant, because the enemy has recruited. And he is still recruiting traitors. Just a few days ago, traitors were arrested. And whom I call a traitor are those among us who continue to work as agents for embassies of imperialist countries established in Burkina Faso. Some have been arrested, and we will continue to unmask others. They are there in our administration, they are there in civil society organizations, they are there in political organizations, and they manipulate others to lead them down paths that are, in any case, contrary to the progress of our homeland. And it is when we arrest them that we realize they indeed are agents of these countries, embassies of these imperial countries, also established in Burkina. Let's stay vigilant, because our revolution does not please many people. It's Valéry Locoé and his sub-prefects who are there executing the orders of their masters. Believing they can put an end to our revolution, let them understand that we have taken all the measures. And I say it once again, we will be ruthless and without remorse towards those who think they can stand in the way of the development of our homeland. We will continue our revolution. We will develop our infrastructure, whether in health, education, or road infrastructure. We will develop our industry, transform what we want, and consume what we have transformed. Burkina will shine. Despite those who are still nostalgic for the year 87, I repeat. So stay focused, stay vigilant, set your paths for the coming quarter and for the rest of the year. And we will therefore remain on this path to victory. We will continue to fight on the ground to reclaim our various areas. I can assure you that the progress made, the territories reclaimed in this first quarter are of strategic importance. And this has allowed us to establish ourselves up to the border, and that is very remarkable. We will continue in this direction zone by zone, step by step, to clear the territory and reclaim the entirety of our country. Thank you all. Have a good week. And good luck for the quarters that are beginning. Be those who also convey our ideology within, therefore, the popular masses. Thank you. Have a very good day, everyone. And may God bless our dear homeland. The homeland or death we shall overcome. Thank you.
Thank you, families, for listening and watching. Please like this video and share it and tag it to the people you want to tag them to. Because I only shared a video last week about President Tinubu and the President of Ghana, President John Mahama. They were still talking about democracy and all coming back to ECOWAS. And this message is to all of them. If they don't understand, this is revolution. It's not democracy. And I'm sure they will get the word clear or words clear. This is revolution. The people are trying, and they are trying hard. I told you yesterday, I don't know whether I shared that video already or not. I've been getting messages. I've been getting emails. Some will say don't listen to them. But some of the things that I've heard, I have verified it, and it's true. They are not going to leave them alone. And so for him to even go out and pray is to challenge them to say that, yes, we can do whatever we want in our land, on our land, and you can't. And he said, this time they will be brutal. They will be very brutal to them. They try again and they fail. So those people were arrested. Anyway, families, I will leave you here. Thank you so much for your time. If you heard anything somewhere else, this is what our president said. Even though sometimes he doesn't go into details, sometimes he does. This is what he has for us. I must end this video by saying that there is something that people are saying it went on in Mali, and I'm waiting patiently for the Malian government to react on that as well. And when they do, I will bring it here. As always, I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. This thing I'm doing here is for myself, for my mental self and my heart to be clean. I want to get it clean. And that's why I don't put any ridiculous thumbnail or not, even though YouTube is telling me to put those thumbnails to attract viewers. I'm not going to do that, to put thumbnail that is not in my video to attract somebody to click on the video and be listening or watching. No, I won't do that. So I will wait for that news and I'll be back to share it with you. Credit to our TB News Faso 7 for sharing this news with us. To me, it's very, very important because this has cleared my mind. It has clarified a lot of thoughts that is going on in my mind for the past week. And so I am happy for this news. God bless you all, my families. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back with a news from Niger as well. See you, family. Bye-bye.